If I were Monday, what would I say? Hey guys, my name is Mark, and I'm going to be your Monday today. We all know that when you have a problem, admitting it is the first step. So that is what we are doing this week on Monday and the Gays. We are going to admit our biggest flaw. Personally, I think my biggest flaw is that I am a perfectionist. Ever since I can remember, I always wanted to be number one at anything. Be the first one in grade school that had my paper turned in. And when that paper was turned in and it was great and it was turned back, I better have had the highest grade out of anyone else that I knew. I wanted someone to really have to rack their brain to think of something bad, negative to say about me. I'm sure it developed due to lack of self-esteem when I was younger, but now that I'm older and more confident, it's still something that I deal with. I take on too much, get too stress too much about having everything be perfect, every fine detail. When I do a project or something for school, I will spend every last second. I'll be up there at the podium still changing words on my essay. I want everything to be perfect. I think when the bad really starts to come in with being a perfectionist is that if I'm not going to be number one at something, then I don't even want to try. This is something that was very true when I was younger, but there's been a lot of things that I haven't done in my past because I knew I wasn't going to be that good. And so instead of going out there making a fool of myself as I thought, or not being as good as the next person, I just wouldn't try because that way I couldn't fail. Things like ice skating. I'm 22 right now, going on 23, and until last year I had never been ice skating. Knew as a kid, well into my teens, that once I got out there on the ice, I was going to bust my ass and look like a fool. And when I finally got out there at 21, I did just that. But I think I've learned that that's life, and if you only do the things that you're number one at, you'll probably only sit at home by yourself doing absolutely nothing. I also have a problem with critiquing people. I don't say it out loud, for the most part, unless I'm really close with someone and they know that I'm like that and they want that kind of advice. But I definitely think it. I see something or someone, and in my head I think, they probably need to change that just a tad bit, and then they'll be better. And I do the same thing with myself when I look in the mirror or I watch one of my videos. I just think, how could it have been better? Instead of just accepting that it's good and accepting all the good things. It's definitely something that I've got better at, but I have a long way to go. So boys, tell us, what are your biggest flaws? It was an honor being your Monday, and I hope to see you guys around.